If you feel like you're too busy for workouts or you're skipping meals because you're constantly on the go, this is the video for you. Your health does not have to come last. So let's make wellness work for you.
Sometimes it works out and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you win some.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Amber. I'm a personal development coach and I am on my own journey to improve my health and fitness over a 12-week period. I do think in last video I said it was week 9, that was actually week 8. This is week 9, so if you have not caught up, I have a full playlist on my Simplified 12-week year and all the things I've been doing to improve my health, my wellness, and lose a few pounds over the past few weeks. I have really gotten to the habit of figuring out what's working for me, and so in today's video, I'm gonna be sharing some very realistic tips with you. These are things that are gonna feel very doable. Even with an extremely packed schedule, you still can prioritize your health and prioritize your wellness, and I'm gonna give you the hacks to do so today. I am definitely someone who considers myself to be a high-achieving woman, and because of that, my schedule can be insane, and I wear a ton of different hats. So whether you have a really busy job, you have a family, or life just has so much going on that it feels like it distracts you, these tips are gonna help you learn how to prioritize your health and your fitness and make it something that's a non-negotiable in your life. I think the first thing that's extremely important is that you have to take the pressure off and honestly just define what being healthy and being fit and feeling your best looks like for you. It doesn't mean that you have to put in 2-a-day workouts or do meal prepping for every single day of the week. If that's realistic for some people, that's fantastic. But if that's not realistic for you, that's okay. Let's figure out what you can do and start working toward that. If you're a busy woman, you want to be healthy, you want to be fit, sustainability is going to be your best friend. You cannot do things that are going to make you burn out and that you're not able to keep up with and stay consistent with. So try to reframe it in a more positive way. If you are healthier and focus more on your fitness, you are definitely going to feel a lot more energy. You're going to feel strong in your body, and you're also going to create rituals that support your lifestyle and no one else's. So if you have something, you're writing down things, taking notes, I want you to write down this question. What does a healthy version of me look like? Not what Instagram says, not what your friends say, not what anywhere else on social media or on TV, wherever says. What does it look like or mean to you? Tip number 2 is that you have to start small and you also have to stack your habits. You don't need to do everything at once. It's kind of like if you're on this weight loss journey, it's not all going to come off at once. I did not start seeing progress in losing weight or hitting my new weight goal until around week 5, which could be very frustrating, but at the same time, I kept going. I took it slow and I started habit stacking so I could get more steps in and really improve my routines. So I'm gonna give you 4 simple options of very small habits that you can start implementing right now. And I want you to comment down below which of these habits are you going to do this week. Okay, they're super simple. It won't take long, but let me know which one you're gonna be tapping into. First up, we've got 5 minutes of morning movement. It can be stretching. It can be walking on a walking pad. It can be doing jumping jacks. It can be pacing back and forth in your room. It doesn't really matter what it is, but can you commit to 5 minutes of movement every single morning? Next up, we've got hydration. Instead of grabbing for that coffee, can you grab for that water before you start your day? Something that's been helpful for me with this, I know some people will have like carafes by their bedside. I don't want lukewarm water. So the night before, when I'm going to bed, I make sure that I have refilled my Stanley cup. It's got ice, it's got water, and it's ready to go in the morning. And that is the first thing that I chug every single morning to make sure that I'm staying hydrated. Also, if you're like, oh, I just can't drink water, obviously you should be drinking water, so make it a priority. But something that helps are the Cure hydration packets. I love the lemon flavor. It kind of tastes like watered down lemonade, but it gets the job done. So if you're gonna be a more hydrated girly this week, comment down below how you're going to do it and what routine's gonna stick for you. Next up, we've got intentional eating. You have to aim for fuel, not aim for perfection. Your body needs food in order to continue to thrive, but your body also needs foods that agree with it and that support your goals that you're working toward. So basically think things that are very nutrient dense. It does not have to be every single meal. It's very challenging to go from kind of picking up food regularly or eating out to then cooking all meals every single day. So something that can be helpful is meal prepping some of your meals. So I will just meal prep for 3 days, lunch only. And then I will make some type of protein that we can eat throughout those 3 days as well for dinner. So this week I made ground turkey. So I've had ground turkey tacos, ground turkey lettuce wraps, ground turkey on salad. Basically get creative and don't overthink it. And it's also important to remember that you cannot skip meals. You have to eat. I know sometimes, especially if you think like, okay, I'm trying to lose weight, I need to be in a caloric deficit, so I'm just not gonna eat. That is not quite how it works. Your body also needs protein, it needs fiber, it needs nutrients to continue to work like it's supposed to and to help you reach your goal. So not eating is not an option, but making sure that you're careful and thoughtful with what you eat is what's gonna make those small habits and changes in your life to where you're gonna see big results. And the fourth option of something super simple you can implement into your life during the next week or so is to stretch before bed. Especially if you are like me, a woman of a particular age, our bodies don't do what they used to do. They need to be stretched, they need to have care, they need to be nurtured. So get into the habit of just releasing the stress of the day. If you're someone who likes to watch TV before bed, can you start your TV show while you're doing your stretches? If you're someone who likes to listen to a podcast before bed, why not press play, get your stretches in, and then hop in the bed and finish the podcast? There are really easy ways to kind of start implementing these things, but you can't overthink it. So again, comment below which of these 4 are you going to try, or if you have other simple suggestions to kind of really get you into the habit of starting small with focusing on your health and your fitness, comment those down below as well. Now we're moving on to the third tip, which is probably my favorite, I would say, is scheduling your workouts. Anything you're doing for your fitness endeavors, schedule it like you have to attend this meeting for work. It needs to be a priority. So grab your Google Calendar. There's a video somewhere on my channel about how I customize my Google Calendar and how much it helps me in my life. And basically, if it's not on that calendar, I'm not doing it. And so what I realized was with my workouts, in my mind, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it every single day. But in reality, it wasn't happening and I wasn't getting those reminders. So what can you do to make sure that you're getting your workout in based on the schedule that you set for yourself? So let's think of some options. First up, we've got a 20-minute walk. When are you going to take your 20-minute walk? Do you want to do it after lunch, after dinner, first thing in the morning? Put it in your calendar right now. Grocery shopping or grocery delivery, whichever one you prefer, add it into the routine. So I'm someone who likes grocery delivery. I make sure that I get the groceries delivered every single Sunday so that I'm prepped and ready for the week. If you have a different night that you prefer to go grocery shopping or have your groceries delivered, is it on the calendar? It probably should be. And the last tip is to set a sleep alarm. Pick a time where you feel like it's optimal for you to go to bed. For me, I'm really trying to make sure that I'm in bed by 10 p.m. So I have my sleep alarm go off around 9:45, which reminds me, girl, it's time to start winding down, turn off all the lights, make sure everything is shut down, and get in the bed. Having that alarm, just like in the morning, when the alarm goes off, it triggers you, hey, it's time to get up. So the same thing works for your evening routine as well. Have your alarm go off so it triggers you to either start your evening routine or to get into the bed. I promise your body is going to thank you. Now let's move into part number 4. If you are busy, you're like, girl, I don't have time to order groceries, to meal prep, to work out. I get it, but it is possible. So you have to learn how to stack your wellness routines into your daily routines for things that you're already doing. So for example, sometimes we have meetings at work where I'm just listening. I'm not actually actively participating. I walk on my walking pad during that meeting. So now I've got a whole hour of walking from doing something that I had to do anyways. Like, does that make sense? You're already in the meeting. You have to be there. So instead of me sitting at my desk, probably snacking, why not get up and go on my walking pad while I take the meeting? And I know not everyone works from home, so that may not be a realistic option for you, but don't worry, I have more tips. At some point in life, for the most part, I think everyone watches some type of TV. So why don't you do your stretches while you're watching your episode? So kind of like we talked about before with doing stretching before bed, if that's when you want to do your stretching and you're already watching TV, get your stretches in. Or if you're someone who loves a midday talk show, that's great. Get your stretches in at the beginning of that talk show. And by the time the host is in the chair, your stretches are done. Now, this is one that anyone can do anywhere. So it doesn't matter if you work from home, if you have kids, whatever, you can make it work for you. Take time for deep breathing. But again, you're thinking, how am I supposed to have time for deep breathing if I have a very busy schedule? Stack it on top of something that you're already doing. For the most part, most people are eating at least one meal a day. Of course, we want you to get in more. But before you eat that one meal, can you take a moment to do some deep breathing? It literally can be 30 seconds to 1 minute. Just make it part of your routine before you eat. You do your deep breathing and then you go into your meal. You don't have to live life this very rigid way where you're constantly going to the gym and you're spending hours there at a time. While yes, that can be effective for some people, but if you're just trying to squeeze in fitness and wellness somewhere in your life, then you have to make it reasonable for you. So just remember that you need intentional moments. Those intentional moments are going to start building, and that's going to take you way further than thinking of this idea of what a healthy or fit person does, when in reality, you want to be healthy, you want to be fit, but you have to do it on your own terms. And finally, our last tip is making it personal. You really want to focus on your progress, not over being perfect and comparing yourself. Listen to this. You got that notebook, you're still taking notes, write this down. What works for someone else may not work for you. and that is okay. Your healthy lifestyle should fit your life. It's for you, it's not for anybody else. So if you're a new mom, 10-minute workouts may be your new normal, and that's okay. If you're a career woman who's very busy or creating your own business, you're constantly focused on other things, okay, well, how can you increase your steps? I am in the real estate industry, and literally, if I'm at an open house and no one is there, I'm walking around that house to get my steps in. I'm making it work for me. So really focus on things that you enjoy. What movement do you like? What movement is simple for you to be able to do anywhere so you don't have to think about joining a gym or getting all this equipment? How can you make it attainable? Same thing with nutrition. There are so many great meal delivery boxes, but that may be out of the budget for you. I actually found a $10 meal plan that someone was recommending on TikTok Live. She was literally talking about the calories, how to be in a caloric deficit, and how to make sure you're having enough fiber. And I was like, yeah, all that stuff sounds like what I need, which in my mind, I'm like, oh, I have to hire a nutritionist. Something came in the mail for a nutritionist service. And I was like, maybe that is something I need to consider. But in reality, not everyone can hire a nutritionist. I couldn't hire a nutritionist right now. I just hired a trainer. It doesn't make sense for me to be paying 2 people. So what did I do? I used her little coupon code and I got my free 6-week meal plan from TikTok Shop, and it's been working out really, really well. It comes with a grocery list. I don't even have to think about it. I make the meals, I put them in little containers, and I'm good to go. You have to remember that it's about doing what you can, and you better be celebrating yourself along the way. I know we're on week 9. Have I talked about anything I've done to celebrate yet? Actually, have I celebrated yet? I'm telling y'all to celebrate. Okay, well, look at that, a reflective moment. So I need to figure out some type of way that I'm going to celebrate. I should have celebrated at the halfway point, but since we're at week 9 at this point, I'm just going to celebrate at the end of week 12. Drop some comments down below. Give me some ideas of ways that I should celebrate. I will say, please make it indoors because Houston is 100 degrees and scorching right now. But I do want to think of something fun to do for myself to reward myself. I have been on this journey just in general so I can feel a lot better, but we're also going on a vacation and I want to look and feel my best there. But I don't want that to be the only celebration. I need a personal mini celebration for myself before that. So I'll take any suggestions, and you better be celebrating too. So look in the comments down below, find some celebration tips, and let me know which one you're going to be doing. All right. So those of you who have made it to this point in the video, thank you so much. It definitely lets me know that you're trying to prioritize yourself. And I love connecting with people who are like-minded and on similar journeys to the one that I am on. So definitely subscribe to the channel, comment below, introduce yourself, and I can't wait to welcome you to the community. So have a fantastic week of building your dream lifestyle, taking care of yourself, increasing your health and your wellness, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.